Good morning and welcome to Get Organized Monday. I have plain scrap paper. I also have my book. And on the computer, I have you on one screen. And I have my calendar and my task list on the other. Let's get going. What are we going to do this morning? We're going to do a brain dump. We're going to review our current, people call them to-do lists. I call them TTDs, things to do, TTDs. We're going to review our accomplishments. Because remember, you are not just an undone to-do list. So we'll turn the timer on for 30 minutes. It's going to take more than that on this Monday because things have kind of gotten fuzzy, but that's where we're going to start. And our 10-minute timer. So there's to keep us off the rabbit hole. So you've got one big timer, 30 minutes for the breadth of the overall project, and 10 minutes to do things in chunks and keep us on task. So brain dump and review. We're going to take a look at our accomplishments. And then we're going to do big rock time block. Everybody knows the story. You've heard it in different classes or read it in motivational books. You've got big rock, small rock, sand, pebbles, and you put them in the wrong order. There's not time for everything. You start with the sand and then the pebbles on top, and you never get to the big rocks, the big important things. So when you big rock time block, one, it just sounds cool. Big rock time block. When you use big rock time block, you make sure that you plug these things into your calendar. So when you look at your calendar, it's an appointment. Some people treat everything with an appointment. My brain does not work that way. It levels everything. It equalizes everything. If everything's important, nothing's important. It's like assigning a task. If it's everyone's job, it's no one's job. You have to make deliberate and specific assignments. Well, that's the same for me with big block time block. I know some people who are, you read about people, you read their books or follow their blogs or IG accounts, and they do these massive time blocks, and then everything that's on the thing gets put onto your calendar. It sounds so wonderful. However, again, not everybody's brain works the same way. Chocolate and vanilla. I do big rock time blocks. So we're going to put some big important things that are non-negotiable on the calendar, and then other things stay on the to-do list, and we fit them in between and get as much as we've done, and then as much done as we can do, and then we reset every week, which is why we're back. At some point, we will do a massive reset session, maybe 60 minutes, where we sit and we go through. It's like everything's gotten out of control. I haven't done mail. I haven't done this. And we'll lay everything out and we'll talk about it. Make our time block, and then after that, we'll reset the other TTDs. I keep multiple to-do lists. Some are related to my life and our home, and some are related to my career and my current job search. And then we have our done list, which everybody must have a done list. And that's where you just put things that you completed. They weren't even necessarily on your to-do list, but it's this ongoing dopamine hit. You get to your to-do list and you want to check something off, and you've been busy all morning and you check off one thing, you're like, but that was huge. I did a million other things. You can throw a couple done things on, a couple smaller things on your to-do list, or things that people, supervisor pulled you away and had you do 3 other things while you completed just that one tick for your to-do list, but you got 4 other things done. Throw them on the done list. You remember to bring your lunch to work, and so now you don't have to pay for takeout. Done list. Yeah. You're a rock star, and a done list helps you remember that. New green matcha tea from Costco. It's Kirkland. Loving it. First day with it. Okay. Enough chat and enjoying my tea. I'm going to use my sheet and my to-do list and bring over stuff I've been brain dumping in the book. And I'm going to write for a little bit. Join me. Oh, and I don't know if anybody's a fan, but Brokenwood, the half comedy, half detective show from New Zealand, it returns tonight. Hot dog. I am in the U.S. I love Acorn and BritBox. And I'm a Midsummer Murder and Brokenwood girl. 20 was it? 24/7, 365. Brokenwood and Midsummer Murders. But Brokenwood's been on hiatus and it is back tonight. So if you love it, enjoy. And if you haven't, you must try. They're fantastic. Be crooked. Okay. All right, that's been like that for a bit. All right, that's our first 10. I'm going to need 2 more minutes before we move on. Okay. I migrated everything over from my notes. Now, sip of tea. Now we're going to move over. Calendar, keep the calendar on the smaller monitor. And big monitor gets our task list. Let's look at some stuff that we accomplished last week. We've been using our timers. We've been doing our morning routine. We got to do make a note. We got to do a saver session. Working on the yard. Getting ready we just had a holiday this weekend. Oh, yeah. Stuff to get ready for that. Okay. So now, all the stuff from this list. We said we'll do a 5-minute timer for this. We have about 15 minutes left together. Give or take. We're going to go over a little bit. That's why we always build buffers in our calendar. All right, now we're going to go through and take everything here and transfer it up to our online to-do list before we move on to our time blocking. As you're going through your to-do list, it's also sparking memories of things that you've done, like that you've also done that never made it onto the list. Go ahead and throw that on your done list. Your done list should be right next to as you're lining up your online to-do list or keeping a paper list, whatever you do. One of your categories needs to be that Rockstar done list. Go ahead. You've got this going. And you'll forget it if you don't move it. So go ahead and throw it on your done list and then keep working through this list. It's not us. There's another video going, but we do only have 30 seconds left. Gonna need about a minute 30. All right, so let's go. All right, Matt and Trey. That's enough. All right, I only need another minute. Cool. Bring it back. I'm positioning my calendar, so I am looking pretty much 12-hour window, 7 to 7. I can get a little done in the morning before that. Maybe a little smaller, so we're going to do 5 to say 8 o'clock. Because I am really not great after 8 o'clock. So everything on here has been transferred. We did our brain dump. We've got our regular monthly to-do list in front of us. As I went through and looked at it, I looked at some things that were still on here that I had accomplished during the week. During last week. And now I'm scrolling through my task list. Has the option for me to look at completed. And I'm just scrolling through there. Getting a little fairy dust buzz. A little dopamine sprinkle for, look at me. I get stuff done. I'm a mover and shaker in my own world. Okay. All right, big things for the week. Big things for the week. And things that we absolutely want to do today. Today, big rock time block is today. Getting rid of some stuff that we already did because we did clean on Saturday. One thing that's going to be on my to-do list for today is culling. I'm looking at some duplicates, and that's just a waste of everybody's time. So today is TTD call and work. And if you have a repeat function on your electronic to-do list, there might be some motivational things. There might be some things that you need to keep doing or you need to keep thinking of. Change them to every 3 days. Make them once a week. Once a week on different days. Not everything is Friday and Monday. So that you keep seeing it. It's if you keep it in your orbit. But it's not something that shows up in your daily to-do list and becomes a drag rather than something uplifting and motivational. All right. Big things this week. We have medical treatment this week, which is labs, doctoring, some other stuff. That's a big chunk. And that is in there. Hey! Hair's getting our hair done this week. Hot dog. Had to time it. We have a family wedding coming up. Had to time that just perfectly. We had something free up. An online session that has ended. And we have a new book club starting. Yep, not this week's. We gotta wait for that. And we have a business planning meeting that's also been moved, so let's put that in the proper spot. This is working on your big rocks, just moving and shaking, putting your big rocks in place, and we're going to do that for 5 minutes on our big timer. We're going to update our big timer to 15 more minutes, and we're going to give our big rocks 10 minutes. Okay. Move and adjust your calendar from now through Friday or Sunday, however you keep your calendar. And go through and make sure that the things that must get done are where they need to be. Big stuff. Okay. We have 4 minutes on our extended time. I've blocked out most everything from my to-do list onto my calendar. Big blocks. Mm, there's a few more I want to put in, and then I'm going back to the list, looking at the tiny stuff. I'm going to start plugging some stuff in. What I can do and what not isn't going to get done gets retimed for next week. If I think it doesn't need to be done, if I've moved it too many times or ignored too many times, here's your choices. You can take it off completely. If it's meant to come around again, it will. Or you can put it on a back burner list if you keep something like that. Whatever is healthiest for your brain and your world. There's always options. Pardon me. Lunch break. Um, what we've been together. Almost just about to hit the 40-minute mark. Great. So, big rocks are on the calendar. With the exception 1 and 2, going to throw a few more big rocks on. Then going back to the to-do list, I'm going to start pulling some smaller rocks. Do not block yourself back to back to back to back to back. It's an unsustainable process. You can either assume that the hour that you've given yourself is not going to be a full hour, and you're going to make sure that you walk away, take breaks, Pomodoro timer, take these timers, whatever works. If what you're blocking is committed to another person, make sure that you build in 15 minutes, a half an hour, so that you are doing what you need to do and also respecting the other individual and not coming consistently 10 or 15 minutes late to a meeting because you know you need that switch time, that transit time, mental transit time. So make sure that you build that kind of stuff in, that extra movement. All right. Good luck with your small rocks, pebbles, and sand. I will see you back here tomorrow. I hope you get an amazing amount of stuff done, either volume or quantity, whatever it is that you need to do today. I wish that for you. Make sure that you take a chance to step outside and breathe. Have a wonderful rest of the day.